Alright guys, so I hope you're doing fine as always. Today I'm making another video about this 4-hour trade on Onyxcoin or XCN that I took. This is a 4-hour short setup. I did record my chart live when I was looking for this setup, so without any further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Alright, so now for the actual TA part of the video. I'm here on the XCN chart on the 1-hour time frame. Let's play the video. So first of all, as usually, I just check the fib levels from our swing high to our swing low. We could see price reached our golden pocket right here in the 618 to the 605 and had some type of reaction with vector candles. So to me, this seems like a pretty nice Fibonacci retracement into our golden zone, and this is a strong potential bouncing zone. The next thing that's really standing out right here, as I typed, there's no more vector candles to the top side, which is the main confluence for this trade. So on this 1-hour time frame, we see no more vector candles sitting right here, or unrecovered vector candles. Only the green ones right here, but we don't see any red or purple vector candles anymore. So market maker literally has no reason to go up anymore. So this is very important to understand, is that this is just reading the market. They have no more market maker gaps or vector candles sitting here, so market maker have no more gaps in their book, so there's not a single reason for them to move up anymore, knowing that they still have these unrecovered vectors to the downside. So that's really understanding the market and knowing why the market moves the way it does. And this is the main reason I'm looking for a short here, is because there's literally no reason to go up, besides of course topside liquidity, but really there's unrecovered vectors left, so chances are, there's a higher probability, let's say, that we're going down instead of going up. So we are looking at our vectors. I'm looking on another fib right here, so a potential retracement to the downside, which we're targeting. So we're targeting a short position. I think all of you can agree that this vector cluster right here, it's looking very important or very juicy, let's call it. So very interesting zone for us. So we're looking to target these vectors right here. An extra confluence, here are our fib levels. We tested them from this swing low to this high, and from this local low to this high. So I decide here to take them from the local low to the high, the 618. I'm shorting it out or drawing my lines there. And now we're having a look on the lower time frames. Here we do see we still have an unrecovered vector candle on the 15-minute time frame. Yes, we don't have it on the 1-hour time frame, but we do have one on the 15-minute time frame, so it's important to just indicate it, so we are aware it's still there. But as we saw on the 1-hour time frame, the strength or the target zone is still to the downside, not the upside. Also, what we see here on the 15-minute time frame is we do have our EMA cross already right there. Now on the 5-minute time frame, another quick look, seeing if there's any more vector candles on the top side, which, if I remember correctly, there is. Yeah, so we do have this unrecovered red vector candle sitting there. So we are going to draw it out, or at least put a line there so we are aware it's still there. So we do have some lower time frame vector candles, but knowing knowing on the 1-hour time frame there's no unrecovered vector candles. On the lower time frames we are getting EMA crosses. So interest is to the downside, not the upside. The upside vector candles will more than likely get recovered once they're going into the liquidity hunt to the top side. but for now the interest is laying to the downside. We also have our EMA cross on the 5-minute time frame right here. This is what I'm trying out here. We do have this small fair value gap sitting here on the orange line, but also our EMA cross. So quite an interesting zone right here, this orange line, as it's both a fair value gap, the final one or the last one to the upside, and our 5 and 13 EMA level. So this is really a zone we want to see, or we want to hold. We don't want price to break this zone, or our initial idea of shorting, it's not valid anymore. Then we're probably going up to the topside factors. So knowing that, we have all our important zones mapped out. We know we want to go for a short, so we're looking for the setup. We know our TP target was on that vector cluster and the 618 Fibonacci retracement. So now we're just going to play around with the stop loss and looking at our risk to reward ratio, what makes sense for us to trade. So we want at least a 3R, I would say, in this type of setup, as it's not that risk-free. So we don't want 2R or 1. Yeah, I definitely don't take trades below 2R, but I want at least a 3R for this setup, as it's a riskier one, let's call it. So checking right here, putting my entry a bit lower, as we already had our EMA cross. So it's not quite sure we are going back up to then make the move down, so I don't want my entry level too high. I do allow prices to go into this red box. I don't care if it goes in the red box as long as it's not stopping me out. We are very much aware that price can go up to this level, this orange level, but it doesn't matter. We can enter here. Price can go to the orange level. We don't care. As long as we make the move down, it's fine. So I did decide to keep my entry level right there. So in the hope that we are just moving up a tad little bit, tap it and make the move from there. Stop loss above this final fair value gap and 5 and 13 EMA cross over 5-minute time frame. So if this orange line breaks, we know prices are most than likely going up. So we can look for a new short entry probably at these yellow lines right here. But if this breaks, our initial idea of shorting is invalid and we are probably going up a little bit and we can look for a re-entry later on. Alright, so we can now have a quick look at this trade in hindsight. First of all, the screenshot of the trade, so entry at 0.0377821, 0.0377821, exit price 0.0311504, right here 0.0311504, resulting in a 166% ROI trade on 10x leverage. More importantly for us, it's a 4.05R trade. So now, what can we tell about this trade in hindsight? And on the 15-minute time frame, we could see price did go up eventually till this orange line. So on the 5-minute time frame, we could see right here they did go into this fair value gap right here. They did retest the 5 and 13 EMA cross. From there we did see the bounce, the move down, which took quite a while, but eventually hit full profit. So we could see we did recover these vector candles right here. They even went to this one. Didn't fully recover these ones yet, or they did here at least already. So we went all the way back down into this vector candle right here quite perfectly, as we could see. And we see some type of reaction from there. As more downwards, there isn't really any more vectors to be recovered on the 15-minute time frame. Let's see on the hourly. We still have a little bit here, but nothing too major. This was really the cluster we were looking at for this trade. You can see we targeted the middle one right here, which is also a fair value gap. but they also fully recovered this bottom one right here. So that's pretty much everything that there is to this trade. It was just reading the markets, understanding the third candle principle, and understanding how the markets move. And besides that, not too much going on for this trade. So, as always, if there are any more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section or on the Discord server, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. See ya. Bye bye.